remember my first time driving in the car with Jerry Lawler.
Oh boy, what was that like?
Well,
Thank God you didn't vomit on me.
no vomiting. It was we were in Baltimore. There was a pay-per-view on the Sunday for Baltimore. This is back in 2011, and I was just gonna go to Raw the next night and hang out with you during the day. So, and actually, I wasn't going to intrude or ask if we could come and ride with you. I was just going to take a bus, from Baltimore to Philadelphia. It's only
You're famous for bus riding, aren't you?
I love it. It's cheap. So then you were like, no, just ride with me. I got to rent a car. You can just, come with me. So I'm like, oh, wow, this is great. So I made sure I puked in the morning, so I wasn't going to puke in the car. No, I'm kidding. So met at the hotel, and I remember Kevin Nash was in the lobby.
I don't know what's wrong with people. Whenever they see me, they want to puke. That's just like the old Rodney saying, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect. So go ahead.
So we get in the car, and you had this old Crown Victoria car, large, it's like a boat of a car, driving from Philly from Baltimore to Philly. And you must have been really sleepy because you kept falling asleep at the wheel, and every time you would hit the stuff in the concrete where it wakes you up or lets you know you're driving off on the shoulder, every time you would hit those bumps, you would wake up. So here I am, sitting next to one of my favorite all-time wrestlers ever, and he's falling asleep at the wheel, and I don't want to tell him to wake up because I don't want to offend the guy, So your fault.
You still don't get that rib. I used to use that on Jerry Jarrett all the time.
God, well, I didn't know.
I'd be driving, and of course you're sitting to my right.
Right.
So what I would do is I would close my right eye. I'd keep my left eye open, and then I'd ease over till I'm off the side of the road. And of course you're looking over at me. It looks like I'm sound asleep. And I'd ease over till I'm hit the gravel or something like that. Then I'd jerk back on the road and look up, and you go, "Are you asleep?" I'm trying to get you to say, "Let me drive." See, that used to work every time with Jerry Jarrett. Every single trip we'd make together, I'd start driving, and it'd be like a 200-mile trip. So I'd go about 40, 50 miles, and then I'd act like I'd close my right eye, start going off the side of the road, and he'd go, oh, pull over, I'll drive. And so then I'd make him drive the rest of the trip. I was just trying to get you to drive.
I was scared to death. I was like, I don't want to say anything because it's Jerry Lawler, I'm like, is he sleeping or what is he doing? And then you were on your phone. You were trying to buy some, I think, Amazon Kindles or something. So you're on your phone buying Kindles while you're driving, and you're quote unquote sleepy. I was like, well, if I'm going to die, this is going to be a great way to pass away with Jerry the King
You'll
Lawler.
have a good story to tell, but you won't be able to tell you.
No story. But we made it safely to Philadelphia, and I kissed the ground when I got out of the car.
Well, I wasn't really falling asleep. Trust me. I was
good.
Trying to get you to drive.
All right. Well, there goes the stories for this week's episode.